Okay, 2.5 minutes. We're going to do ADHD and dopamine quick hits. The current hypothesis of ADHD in the literature is low dopamine activity compared to the neurotypical brain. Notice that we said low activity, not low dopamine level. So dopamine activity and your brain. Neurotypical, say the dopamine activity is at like 100%. ADHD brain, your dopamine activity is more at like 50%. So does that mean my dopamine is low? No, not necessarily. With ADHD, the research is showing low dopamine D2 and D3 receptors, so your brain doesn't read the dopamine signal as efficiently. Current medications prescribed for ADHD, Ritalin, Adderall, Vyvanse, Concerta, Focalin, this is not exhaustive. These increase the dopamine available to bind to the receptors. Okay, so what about social media and dopamine? So social media use is actually increasing your dopamine baseline. What does that look like? Okay, so back to the dopamine activity, your brain. Neurotypical brain, now we're at like 60. Your ADHD brain, you're more at like 30. Your social media brain, your dopamine activity is at like 90. So what does this mean? It means you have so much dopamine, you've overwhelmed your receptors, and it sets a new baseline for getting motivated. So if you're not motivated due to social media overwhelm, you actually need to decrease your baseline and do a dopamine fast. But for ADHD, that's not going to help you. You actually have to increase your dopamine activity level just to feel the normal motivation of a neurotypical. Think of it like you almost need a little bit of pressure on that gas pedal at all times just to get to that neurotypical level. How do you do this? Okay, so the medications we talked about, risky behaviors, sweets, these are all going to increase your dopamine level. But other ways you can try: exercise, meditation, yoga, getting outside, seeing the sun, and then finding something that you're actually interested in. Your curiosity literally will increase your dopamine levels. And this is clearly an oversimplification, and no neurotransmitter is going to work alone. But the first step to you feeling better is understanding what is happening. It's okay. You can do this. I got you.